first week, this is second week, third week, fourth week, and we tell them straight that you can't expect any in store page. Just so we went to our brand store, we created a separate single page, and in that
by non-PPC factors, off PPC factors. For example, that's how your main image is.
client that came joined with us who had two products, and
So we have Mr. Sammy today from India, and he is running an Amazon agency. So please tell us about yourself, Mr. Sammy.
hi, Mr. Maruk. Thank you so much for having me today. So, my name is Sammy Akhter. I have been in this business from 2017, and I'm the founder of a full service Amazon agency called Regrow Media, where we help brands to understand data and scale their revenue. That is what we are doing. Thank you so much for having me today.
Great, great. It's a pleasure to have you today. And so, what your agency does basically? What is your work? Can you please explain?
Yeah, so generally I started as a seller. So I exited that brand. Right now, I'm only focused in my agency. My agency, we are mainly focused in handling the ads, starting from product launch, managing the ads completely. So we also do product images, videos, everything that a seller requires. We can help you with that. That is what we are doing. We are handling a couple of brands. We have 60 plus brands that we are handling right now, and we are a 35 people team right now. Soon going to be 50 plus by December. So that is how we are growing. And yeah,
Great, great, great. So basically, you are providing a complete services business. Whoever needs to go a brand on Amazon, you are providing all the services that one can expect as a seller.
yeah,
Okay. So
yes.
what's your target marketplace? You told us that you started in 2017. So basically, which marketplace do you focus
So mainly, we want to help sellers globally. So if you want to sell in India, no problem with that. If you want to sell from India to globally.com, Canada, UK, we can help you on that. Even we have sellers who are selling from US to US, that means US residents. So we completely help with global accounts, and that is what we would mean. Same as what I think your agency is doing. I mean, I'm really amazed by the kind of work your agency is doing, Mr. Maru. That is really awesome to connect with you, first of all, and seeing the volume that you're working with.
Thank you, thank you. It's really great to meet you. Basically, we are providing services to the sellers from A to Z, from product development to product launch to managing Amazon ads, and we are also providing training services to those
Wow.
people who really want to know about the nitty-gritty part, about the details, who are needs of the Amazon. So basically, we are providing the meat, the real technical part to our audience and to those who want to learn. So, Sammy, can you please tell me that which part your agency is focusing? You told us that you are providing the images, you are providing the video part, you are providing the product development, research, advertising. So, what is your? I know that you are working on all the parts, but what is your real specialty? What you think that your agency is best on?
Yeah, so we are quite good at launching products, and when it is a new launch, obviously we can launch it really great. Like if I just give you example of our recent few launches, so obviously if you're selling on Amazon, now you have to send signals from various places. The traffic should come from various places, and Amazon will benefit you. They will reward you. Even what we, if I just give you a case study of the current launch, the last launch that we did, that in that launch, what we did was we started Google Ads, and the Google Ads, the link that we used was a pixel link from Pixel Me. There's a website that helps you to track each and every sale that is coming from Google, and we connect it on the backend through Amazon's attribution. So it completely goes in the backend, connects with attribution, and you can track on Pixel's dashboard, that Pixel Me's dashboard, that how many clicks you are generating from Google, and which campaign is generating, and that clicks how much is converting to sale. it attributes the whole data and shows you, and even it shows you how much referral bonus you're getting. So Amazon has this program where the referral bonus program. So it started with a 10% referral bonus. Whatever sales you bring from outside traffic, it gives you up 10%. Now it starts from 5%, goes to 20%, but at an average, if you calculate, it will be the referral bonus will be 10%. Now, when you get that referral bonus back, that is a question because it takes like 30 days to get it to your account. The main thing is the keywords that we use in that launch. It has been seen that the keywords, once the customer is clicking that search ad, and if they're converting to a sale, then we are also getting the rank juice for that keyword as well. So clearly, Google is really good to use. And another thing that we did was, instead of sending directly to the product page, we created separate landing page in store page. So we went to our brand store, we created a separate single page, and in that page we used only modules that shows for that single product. We use the first product module where it adds the see all details and add to cart button, and below that we added one product video module and a copy module, and at the bottom we added the same model that has the add to cart and see all details module tabs. So whenever someone clicks on that add to cart, what happens is the button changes and it becomes proceed to checkout. Now the main thing with this is, whenever you're sending the traffic directly to a listing, which is not the store page, your product listing, your listing is first of all new. You have close to very less reviews because Vine doesn't give you a lot of reviews. So you'll have very less reviews, and your competitors wouldn't stop advertising on your listing. So customer are coming to your listing, you are paying for that ads, and then what is happening? Customer is looking at your competitor's product with higher reviews and they're jumping back to their listing. So clearly you are paying for the purchase that the competitor is taking. So what we thought was, no, this has to be soft. That thing has to be stopped. So we drive that to single landing page created in the store. And guess what happens in that store? You are not distracted by any product ad. Nothing is there. Your conversion rate becomes almost double. So I think this is something that everyone should try. I think I was discussing with you on this as well, and I think this is something every seller should try.
Yeah, right, right. I totally agree with you that whenever you send external traffic to Amazon, you don't have to send it on the listing page directly, because all of your competitors are there to grab the sale from you because you are new. Someone might have a better offer than yours. Someone might have a lower price than yours. Someone might have greater reviews than yours. So basically, what you are doing is you are paying for the ads and you are giving the sales to your competitors. So whenever I
Exactly.
totally agree with you that whenever we bring external traffic, we should bring it to our storefront page, Amazon storefront page, where there is no distraction, simply our only our product with add to cart button, nothing else, only our stuff, no one else. So that's great. Another thing that I want to discuss with you that Amazon is basically about Amazon attribution. That Amazon is not allowing us to directly track the Google traffic, as you can say that from the you cannot measure from which keyword or from which campaign the keyword is converting on. You are getting the sales from. So, do you have any solution for that?
No, as of now, we don't have the solution. But what we can do is, what we did, we use small sets of ad groups. Each ad group we added not more than 6 keywords. And we added those same 6 keywords in our Helium 10 keyword tracker. Now, guess what happens? Every time we're getting a sale, we can see the ranking of those keywords are changing. Now, that can indicate you that that is bringing the sale, but you cannot tell 100%. So, obviously, I would agree with you that we cannot track 100%, but somehow we get some small amount of data that can say that yes, that is what benefiting us.
Yeah, actually, I did quite a lot of research on this topic, and there is no direct way to measure the sales from Google Ads to Amazon. What they allow, what you can do is create different attribution links for different Google Ad campaign. So you will know by default that if traffic is coming towards this attribution link, it's coming from this keyword. This is the easiest way, the easiest solution for this. And then there is another way. There is a website called amtd.io. I guess I am pronouncing it right.
Yeah,
and
MTM.
they do have a solution. Yeah, they do have a solution, but they charge for it, and
They're
their
quite
basic plan
expensive.
starts from, yeah, it's quite expensive. And then there is another solution. Basically, what the AMPD.io is doing, that when you have a Amazon Associate account, Amazon allows you API access. So from this
Mhm.
API access, you can track the external traffic, but the procedure
Oh,
is very lengthy and it's too technical that even the Amazon Ads manager cannot understand that. It's totally
wow.
technical procedure, because first of all you have to get Amazon Associate account running, then you need to
Hmm.
enable the developer API tools, and then you can track the conversion. So basically what AMPD is doing is that they are doing all this stuff by themselves and then charging you for this. So I think that's the hardest, but the complete way around to know which keyword is converting.
Really sorry. I think
Yes, yes,
some
you're
plug
back.
might have disturbed.
You're back.
Yeah. So you're
Okay.
talking about AMPD.
Yeah, I was saying that AMPD is a good solution, but it's very expensive. And the other way around is that you need to get the Amazon Associates account and then Amazon Associates API to get
Yeah,
to
I mean
exactly know
that
where the
is
conversion is coming
really
from.
great, great nuggets that you're sharing. I think I have to take some notes on it because you shared a couple of great nuggets that I need to write it down and share it with my team as well.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, sure. So let's discuss about the clients that you start from zero. You do product research and then all the way through product launching. And versus the client that comes in the middle, or you can say that has a problem and he wants the solution to that problem. For example, maybe the hardest, I think, you may agree with me that a client comes and says, I have these 300 units and I don't know what to do with them. I'm already in loss. I want you
Yeah.
to, yeah, I want you to let this inventory go in break even for me. So, what you will say about this?
So, there is two answers to it. First of all, I will answer the question that you asked that if the client has 300 units and he want to sell out in break even, but selling out in break even is still hard. I'll give you an example of one of our client that came joined with us who had two products, and the last product he want to sell out. But let me tell you something about his listing. He had two reviews. Okay. He had two reviews and he was selling in a category that you will be shocked because you are handling a lot of clients, so you can relate with me. He was selling iPhone cases. Okay. So trust me, when there are lakhs in reviews of competitors and you have two reviews and you want to break even, at how much lower price can you sell to go break even? First of all, ads don't work. Ads, the main purpose of ads is to drive traffic to your listing. Now we can control the relevancy of the traffic that you are bringing, but when the traffic is on your listing, it is your listing's job to convert it to a sale. Now you have to see how much is the conversion rate. So that brings really hard challenge for us if those type of clients come, but we say straight that listen, we have to test it out at what price it is going, because we can't say because you are only having two reviews, and if you just go and invest some amount in a buying program, it is not worth it because ultimately you are planning to sell out this. So that is one question, the answer to one question. Another question answer will be if a account joins with us in our done for you program. So done for you program is basically where we research products for them and start from zero. In that, what we do is when we research for a product, we give them a forecast sheet that this is the product, this is what you can assume to spend in the first week, this is second week, third week, fourth week, and we tell them straight that you can't expect any profits from the next 3, 4, 6 months depending on the competitor or competition. We also tell them this is how much review that is required. So all this in place, the client knows exactly what he can expect, and the client has to be really matured in terms of Amazon knowledge to really understand the data that yes, this is the ads, how it is going to perform when the listing is completely new. When Vine is not providing us enough reviews, we may have to create multiple ASIs, multiple child ASIs, so that we can get a lot of reviews from Vine. So all those things comes in place when it comes to a complete new listing. But the main thing comes when the listing or the client is really old, doing a couple of million in sales, having millions of 200, 300, or 3,000 SKUs. In that scenario, there will be two cases. First, the client will say either my A cost is high. Second, they will probably tell that my sales are not increasing, it is constant. Now, when the client is at a level of more than $1 million, he will not tell you probably about A cost, because by then he would have already figured out that it is more of how much they are spending and how much they are getting back in terms of their TACUs and what is the ratio of organic is to PPC sales. And for those clients, we generally look at two reports. One is their business reports, where it tells us about the conversion rate of the listing. Then we look at the search term impression share report to tell them what are the keywords where there is a market share available and you are not ranked at the top. So we just figure out those keywords per SKU level, that which are the keywords where we can improve a lot, which is not dominated by big brands, but you are taking very less impression share, and you have an opportunity to get more impressions, because ultimately your ACOS is good for that keyword, your click-through rate is good for that keyword, your conversion rate is really good for that keyword. So those we give it to the client that these are the options where we can do. And if the margin is less or the conversion is low, we suggest them these are the options that you have to do. So maybe there are some changes needs to be done. Maybe you have to show your customer avatar in the image. Maybe you have to do some work in the product videos. It is not good. Maybe you have to talk to the client in terms of their bullet points, their copy. So all these things comes in play when it comes to a big account. I'm sure. I mean, you are really good in images. I have seen the kind of hard work when you do and do on images, especially creating each and everything that relates to the customer. I think that is great. I think you can share some more tips about images to us.
Yeah, right. So basically, what we do is we perform an audience insight, a market research. We read out all the reviews that are available in the market. But if the product is new, maybe we are selling in UK and we opt out to US or any other bigger market with reviews, we have enough reviews that we can create a report that lists out what are the customer pain points, what are they looking for, what they like, what they don't like, and it's a complete report. Then after completing that report, we highlight the terms, the words that customer is using, and we create another sheet, or you can say a presentation, in which we instruct the photographer that all these are the points that the customer is having emotional link with, and you need to highlight them. And these are what the competitors are doing. This is the main competitor, this is the second one, this is the third one. You can take ideas from them, but do not copy them. We want you to change these according to the needs of the customer, according to the pain points of the customer, and we do it for each and every image of the product, for the main images, for the EDC as well as for the video. And we work rigorously again and again. Maybe we need 3, 4, 5 revisions after we get the final product that is according to the needs, that is as per our requirement, and that completes the customer pain points, that completely addresses them. So that's how we work on image.
Wow, I mean, I really
And
like the way,
regard,
because
yeah, please continue.
yeah. So what you do is basically go in reviews and find out the common words that the customer is using, and those words you make sure that the customer sees when they look into your product. That this is the main words that are being looking at, and when they see the images, they see the exact words in infographics, and they can relate that yes, this solves this pain point, and that I think really will help you to boost the conversion rate. Really, that was really awesome point that you shared.
Yeah, because what I think is that all your listing content, or be it images, be it text, or the EBC, all should be focused and towards the converting point, towards the customer. That's how you position yourself as a seller towards your targeted audience. That's the main point, because people don't understand, clients don't understand that there are a lot of factors external to the Amazon advertising that heavily influence the Amazon PPC metrics. For example, if I tell you that click-through rate, Click-through rate
Yeah.
is basically influenced by non-PPC factors, off PPC factors. For example, that's how your main images look like, how
Yeah.
your title is built, then your conversion rate. Your conversion rate is dependent upon many factors that are not linked with PPC. For example, what you have priced, how you have priced your item as compared to your competitors,
Mhm. Yeah.
your value versus the money, value versus what you are charging, your images, your listing content, your title, your bullet points, your EBC, who are targeting on your listing, your delivery date. That's a very important factor. Maybe because you are doing SNL, or maybe you have low inventory and your delivery date, your product delivery date is 2 days later than your competitor. So the
Yeah.
Amazon customer would not purchase your product because they don't want to wait 3 or 4 days. So all these things, all these factors need to be continuously monitored along with the other things on PPC.
Yeah, I think that is quite justified what you said because I'll share you one funny thing. I posted one post in LinkedIn recently, and that post really got a lot of hates, a lot of bad comments. Okay, the post goes like this. It says that don't listen to FBA gurus and agency owners that tells you to optimize your listing only based on mobile views. So I added two screenshots of two of our clients there. One client was doing close to $1 million, another client was doing $2.6 million. Here I showed, I think in the business report, when you go, you see page views on mobile, page views on desktop, sessions on desktop, sessions on mobiles. Then also you see the unit session percentage on mobile versus desktop, the browser. So there it clearly shows for the client that was doing $2.6 million, it showed that they have received for the one ASI 16,000 page views in mobiles, and quite same as 16,000 page views in desktop as well, and the conversion rate was same. And whereas another client, they have received close to 3,000 page views in mobiles, whereas 1,500 page views, almost half in desktop. So clearly, I showed don't just listen to what they say, just look at your data. I think you will quite agree with me. Just look at your data, what the data says. If it tells that your listing is converting more in mobile, then optimize it more for mobiles, because in mobiles I think only 89 to 90 characters are shown when it comes to the search page. Then in order to see more, we have to click and then we can see the full title, whereas in desktop it would probably be 120 to 137 characters that are being shown. So we have to make sure our main selling points are within that few character range. Quite few, same thing goes with the, your description and bullet points, the first 400 characters and all. So that post really received a lot of bad comments, but clearly because they didn't rate the full post, which tells that the data, how the page views were. And clearly I was saying that only make your decision based on data, not on popular sayings.
Yeah, yeah. Well said, well said. Uh, what I think is that we were second guessing before the product opportunity explorer and before the search query dashboard, that what would be the
Yeah.
conversion rate. Why we didn't exactly knew that what is the actual conversion rate. But after Amazon released both tools, we now have a standard. We know what is the industry standard for this product and what is our conversion rate. Then
Yeah.
easier to find out that if we have any deficiency in our listing or not. That's the best way I think now that Amazon has introduced, that Amazon has given us the data from their own database that this is the standard and here you stand. You need to improve.
Yeah, clearly 100% agree on that. 100% makes sense. Yeah.
So let's talk about the recent changes that Amazon has introduced in Amazon bulk files. So how these the new bulk files has changed the way you worked before and now on uh,
First
optimizing
of all, what happened with
the
bulk
template.
sheet is we completely trained ourselves on using bulk sheet of the old template, how it was. Now, Amazon brought up their new template, which is obviously good, but it will take some time for us to accommodate with the new changes, which Amazon clearly didn't saw coming. So it took a lot of time for us to clearly go with the new standards. I mean, the bulk operation with our brand managers, we have trained them, our lead trainer have trained them sufficiently to handle the new bulk operations. So I think changes are good when it brings benefits to the sellers, to the agency owners, but we have to again look at how much time it takes to accommodate with the new changes. So that is what I have to say with the bulk sheet. But again, bulk sheet is really one thing that you need to use if you're not using it. And trust me, I'm not sure if you're handling big SKUs, then you should use bulk sheet, because otherwise there will be no other options for you to go and manually do it. It will be
Yeah.
a really bad task.
Yeah, actually, the bulk sheets are quite efficient when managing the bulk campaigns when you have a lot of SKUs, and they make your life easier. They reduce your working
Exactly.
time from maybe by half. And I was used to
Agree. Yeah.
the old bulk sheets before, and we did a lot of work on that. Actually, we built some macros to because
Yeah.
the old worksheets didn't have the click-through rate and all these metrics, so we have to calculate each time by ourselves. So, and there was another issue that most of the fields, most of the data was formatted as a number. Instead of numbers, it was formatted as text, and there were quite a lot of things that we had to repeat each time. So we built some Excel macros to automate the task. Now the Amazon has covered most of the things, but it has also lapsed on few things. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Before the new bulk sheets, Amazon was giving us the data for the three placements. That is for the top of the search, for the rest of the search, and for product variants. But in new bulk sheets, Amazon has removed the data for the rest of the search. Now you have to go to the reports, Amazon CPC reports, and see the placement data to know where to know the stats of the rest of the search. I don't know why did that they did it by mistake, or they did it intentionally, but it's a serious lapse that they should cover that. So
Yeah, I
things are
think they
good,
should
but
be bringing in more updates, new updates, and that should be included because that will help us a lot. And also, they need to add that option for us to adjust rest of the search placements as well.
yeah, they should. Actually, they have even removed the data that we don't have any stats for the rest of search, and the placement data for the rest of search comes next. So I think
Yeah.
the new changes should incorporate the previous one and build upon the previous. Not they should do a reverse gear and pull back the things that were already there. So, let me tell us about that. You started as a seller in 2017, and you have been managing the client's account and for yourself. So, how your life has changed throughout the years working on Amazon as an Amazon enthusiast?
Yeah, I think it is quite a good journey, full of learning. When we even, I love attending those seminars and conferences, right? And speaking on those. Even last we did a speak on Ecom India Summit. I spoke about data, how to use data in advertising, so that you know exactly what and where to put your money. I think that was a really good change in terms of my mindset, in terms of the knowledge that we are taking, in terms of connecting with new people, especially in very knowledgeable people, even like you, where we get to connect with each other and share the knowledge. I mean, this is a really good opportunity that Amazon have brought to us. What would you say?
Yeah, actually, I started as an Amazon seller in 2019, and the life has completely changed after that. And because I learned new thing every day. I am continuously learning new things. I am training new people with the data that I learn each day. And basically, it has provided me motivation to learn new things each and every day and spread out the knowledge.
Exactly.
So I think that's the best part, apart from the financial part.
Yeah, I think how is the training happens? Like, can you just give about a brief about the training? Because we haven't actually thought of training sellers. We have a program called Train Your PPC Person, where if you're a seller doing more than a
Actually,
couple of million, then you'll have probably 3 4 team members that you want to train. We have trained their
actually,
team members,
yeah.
but we haven't trained any sellers.
Basically, the idea of training started because I need people for my business for to manage my own Amazon account because I can't handle all the things. So there was a serious lack of the knowledge and practical training. So that's why I thought that there should be a training program that should incorporate all the technical details that I, as a seller, as a business owner, would want my employees to equip with. So basically, it all started with that. And basically, I am doing two type of trainings here. One is the physical classes. We enroll
Okay.
the students that are looking to launch their own brands, their own products, and for the students that are going to start their freelancing career as an Amazon
Okay.
virtual assistant or PPC manager or. And the second program that I am doing on udemy.com. Uh,
Wow.
we have a couple of courses there. One is related to Amazon PPC, other one related to sourcing. Uh, I think two or three are in pipeline regarding the market research and quite other topics about uh, business accounting, and one is another one. So
So let's
basically,
assume I want to get trained by you. So where can I find your training and how can I get enrolled? Because it is quite exciting.
yeah, basically, uh, if you need just videos without any support like back support or question answer, you can go to udemy.com and enroll for my course.
Okay.
Okay, udemy.com,
Wow.
and you can search for Amazon PPC or Marocaline, and you will get my course. But if you need
Wow. I
trainings,
mean,
live trainings on Zoom sessions, and things like that, where you can learn directly from me. You can ask questions. You can directly ask questions. You can ask questions on our forums, on our website. Then you can enroll on uc.com.pk for our course.
okay. Wow. I think that is a great initiative that you have started. That is really needed in this community.
So I think that's it. If you have anything else, we can talk or we can wrap up.
Yeah, I think that was great. I mean, I have completely filled my copy, my notebook with notes, the nuggets that you have shared, and clearly I'm going to share that with my team, and we are going to implement a lot of the strategies that you have shared today. Thank you so much for having me. That is great to talk to you today.
Thank you, thank you, Sammy. It was really nice to talk new things with Sammy Akhter, and I also learned quite a lot of things, and it was really nice to talk to you. Have a nice day. Have a great day. Thank you, Sammy.
Okay, Mr. Maru. Goodbye. Yeah, take care.